Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good week in the market. It is Friday, October 28th. Things are happening. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. We are long and loving it. Follow us on Twitter at HappyMoneyYT and get on our Discord server. Both those are linked in the description. Market did what I've been saying. It's just it even happened sooner than I expected it to already start going. Even with those earnings, this thing just ripped today. So yeah, this is crazy. So we've been calling out since back here, and we had this divergence, which was beginning of this month, basically. Not here, but actually, I guess once it was here and we had that divergence. No, we had the divergence here. Yeah, so it was about a month ago, calling for a bear market rally. And then I said, if we break this high here, we're freaking clear to just keep rallying. And that basically started, I guess, this week. Yeah, this week we broke it and we are on our way. So earnings, GDP, none of that stuff, market's not really caring. Some of the earnings were good. I mean, Apple's good, more or less, compared to the other ones at least. GDP, you could say it was good. Yeah, it was, but the market didn't really react to that. And a good GDP would necessarily be bad for the market, because that could mean Powell's going to continue to raise rates, and that is bearish for the market. But at any rate, yeah, we're still rallying. Bear market rally engaged fully. And today we broke through all the resistances I had, and then basically stopped at my final one. It's moving after hours. But yeah, my final one was this 50% retracement. It exactly hit there. So basically 50% back up from the bottom, from this high to this low, was right there at 38903. And yeah, that's this line right here. So hit it, kind of started to break out and got rejected. But yeah, after that goes, I still see upside. I still think we could fill this gap at 401, 406. We do have some catalyst next week though. On Tuesday is Powell. So we'll see. But before, I don't even know what time he speaks. If it's in the morning, I can't remember. But we could still have a big move up on Monday, or potentially kind of a gap down and then a rally or something like that. Kind of similar to with this big day, and then it gapped. I guess it gapped up and then it came down. But might have a bit of correction or just chilling out tomorrow or Monday. But maybe not. It might just keep going, honestly. I was saying this chart, this pattern looks real similar to back here. And that's what I was saying. Once we break that resistance, we should rally. And then this, I was kind of expecting a little more consolidation like this, but it only gave, what, yesterday, the last 2 days of consolidation. And now we're going, we're already breaking resistances. So to me, that puts us like right here, or even maybe right here. So with another big move up, filling this gap would also make a nice big head and shoulders for the downside on SPY. It is possible. Donald pointed this out. A couple other people actually on Discord pointed this out. It could be kind of a pattern like this, but I'm not convinced of this yet, because this was a little different. This was kind of a dead cat bounce. The price action was different on here. We did get that divergence back there, but just the way this just gapped and then stalled, it's a little different. This had the divergence. It's gapped. It hasn't really gapped. It's kind of built the floor here, rallied a bit, and then consolidated. And now I think today is kind of showing that it's not just going to trade in this flat range and then drop. I think this bear market rally is continuing. GME with that. Seems been acting so weird. Calls were so cheap yesterday. IV was down to like the 80s. So we started loading up, and sure enough, today is ripping. All this stuff going on with Ortex. I didn't know a whole lot about it when I did yesterday's video. It was pretty new, but apparently they're reporting up to over like 120 million borrowed shares. And so of course that cranks up the short interest and all sorts of stuff. But sometimes the data that we get, I mean, I don't really trust all the data. So when there's something that's like, oh, that seems really weird and off, usually fixed, doesn't mean a whole lot. This actually might mean something. There's a lot of different ideas floating around about credit squeeze, and if it's a big position that's unwinding, or some sort of swaps that are now exposed on the market. So, and then we have this price action today. So something crazy might be about to happen. I mean, we might be just about to have another pinch, or we literally might be the beginning of the squeeze. We're also about 90 days from the split dividend, which was when Tesla started its squeeze. I mean, we have everything also for a pinch set up. We've got our volume, got green over the 9 moving average, bullish MACD, this rising RSI. So I wasn't sure which way it was going to break out. The volume the other day, this day was very good, and then we kind of set up this little pendant, which I thought was good. And yeah, here we are. So it could be a big premium trap. Still not confirmed yet. Volume today was 8 million as opposed to 7.7, so it is increasing. I'm very bullish, but I want to be cautious as well. If we get up to 29, even that 30 range, and there's big resistance, big dump, it might just be a premium trap. It might just still be in this range. That being said, I don't think so, because everything else is lining up. Oh, look at that weekly candle. Huge engulfing candle on the weekly. Wow. Nice tick up on the RSI. Yeah, I'm bullish. So today, from all those calls we bought yesterday, yeah, they're ripping good. I actually started scalping them. So I didn't sell any in the morning. I did. I sold some like here. They're all up. And then I bought back in. Where did I start buying back in? I can't remember. I started scaling back in. Ripped up again in the afternoon. And I closed out of most of them, and then started scaling back in throughout the rest of the day. I don't have as big of at one point today I had like $4,000 in calls, and I closed them and for a profit. So I think we made pretty good money today. I'm not really sure, but yeah. So I've scaled in some because Monday we could have a pullback. I'm not sure. We're not hot on the RSIs really. Oh, man, look at that freaking bull flag on the hourly also. Oh my gosh, I don't like when I get too bullish. It like jinxes everything. But yeah, so I scaled in some. I've got about 800 in calls for the 30 strike November 11th or 18th, because they're the monthlies. But yeah, so the moves today, there's a lot of different news going on. I was sharing so much DD. I was up like all last night just reading DD and sharing on Discord. So correlating with SPY, GME was kind of detached, kind of doing its own thing, which is really good. That's what we want to see. We want to see support from SPY, which we're getting, but yeah, it's good if it can kind of break free, and it totally did today. Something is getting rolled over, obligations, or some big whales buying here from here on with all this volume. It's also good because it's getting detached from BBBY. Unfortunately, I have a huge position in BBY still, but I'm happy if it gets detached from that, as well as AMC. So, what happened? Yeah, so it's detaching from all those. It is the one true play, I believe, still, as far as short squeezes, and the one that they're trying to cover up and hide and make light of. Yeah, so holy crap. Space Cadet. Adrenaline was pumping today. It's getting everything. I just did a video showing you guys how to basically get more margin on GME. Go watch that video if you want to buy more GME using your GME shares as collateral. Yeah, because you can't get GME shares on margin, but you can. Gotta be cheeky. So BBY expired. Rolled my long puts. This is how you do it. By the way, this is how you get the margin. Roll my long puts to the 20 strike. What'd I get? Okay, no, I got, yeah, 20 strike puts for next Friday. This is giving me right now, I think, like 30 grand in buying power. And then the calls I got into, so these are going to close. These are today. These November 30 calls right here. So we've got, let's see, 6 of them so far, which is about $1,100. And I'll be getting more on Monday, most likely. And not a whole lot other. So there's, yeah, it's basically scalping GME today, more or less. With this new found liquidity from the split, so far its price action has been very nice, very smooth, very easy to trade. not crazy moves to the downside. I mean, there's some moves, but really not bad. We still could have crazy big volatility to the downside once we start getting actually really volatile and volume is, 100 million. I don't discount that, but at this point when it's still pretty mellow, the trading in this is very, very nice. So yeah, that's basically what we did on there. And then the futures, the futures did me well today. I'm kind of upside down this one. I'm trying to short it. I'm gonna leave it though. Like I said in yesterday's video, holy crap. I think I'll do better just leaving it, even though this thing is ripping into after hours. And I'm actually bullish on it. Bullish on the SPY, but I have a short on the futures. Anyway, I'll leave it. It'll come down at some point. But yeah, so realized. Well, now we're down, but realized like 1200 on the futures today because I had long. I went long here. It was pretty choppy. This like kind of volatile this morning, but I thought it's a good trade to the upside. I was looking at the hourly and big engulfing candle on that hour, and I was bullish anyways, as you guys know, for this bear rally. So I went long here with 4 micros, which is like 70 grand worth, and basically just held them all day. Where did I close them? I started scalping them at one point. I can't remember. I think I closed them here. Yeah, I closed them here on this engulfing, reopened them here on that engulfing, or maybe that breakout, can't remember. Rode these up, maybe closed them back out here. Yeah, once it was starting to get up here, it was a little more, I was just kind of in and out more. Reopened them here, closed out here, opened a short up here that I went upside down on, closed it for a loss, small loss, it just didn't move much. Opened another one up here, and that one I'm still riding, so yeah, that's what I did on the futures. And then the natural gas one, so I'm bearish on this one. On the hourly here, it's got a nice little head and shoulders. Bearish in the MACD. Red under the 9. It did have a pretty big move up today, but I still think it's bearish. On a longer time frame, still bearish on it. It could be setting up for kind of a double bottom. We'll see, but it's already broken through kind of this resistance back here of sorts. So I think it's just consolidating before more down. I've got a stop loss on that, so it'll be a small profit if it comes up high enough. This thing was up. It's this one right here. QG mini natural gas December. I was up $700 today, so it's swinging around. I could have day traded it more. I was just busy doing other stuff, and I believe in the move on a longer time frame, more on the hourly, so or on the daily. So I was fine to just hold it. And then of course I swung in and out of the micro S&P, and then I opened up an oil future today. This is a bearish one also. Timing on it wasn't great. It had this, both oil and natural gas at this rally, which would have been fun to trade, but yeah, it's same deal. This one has a little cleaner head and shoulders on the hourly. Bearish MACD, red under the 9. I think this thing's gonna come down. This is just USO ticker. This is basically the same, looks the same as the WT, I think it's WTI futures. Yeah, I'm doing this micro WTI crude oil. So yeah, I can just trade it basically using this chart. On the daily time frame, it looks bearish just because of this double doji reversal candle, and now it's kind of even setting up that head and shoulders too. So yeah, if I'm holding this one right now and I'm down just because I think it'll come back down. And then once I get pretty profitable on it, once it comes down here, if that happens, then I'll set a stop loss for like take profits on it basically. So that's what I've been doing. I don't know why you guys didn't tell me to use stop losses before. I use them on even options today, and I was like, wow, I don't know why I've always just like done them myself, like mentally, but to actually just have it already set up and in place, it just makes it so much easier. Almost just like takes off the burden. The problem is then there's stop loss hunting, and then they go down and trigger it. So they trigger it and then they go long, and then you miss the run basically, which does happen, but that's okay. Yeah, a lot in today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're able to do all right. Not a whole lot else that I can think of right now. I'm sure there's a lot I'm missing. Oh, well, freaking the partner of I put that video on my YouTube also. He basically said GME could go parabolic after it passes 30. So
is there enough short activity right now, or short volume or float?
Yeah, you can watch that other video. I want to monetize this one. I didn't monetize that one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good weekend. Maybe we'll have a Twitter Spaces call. Okay, peace out.